We are the Boiler League of Tag, and I'm here with an absolute legend. Who the heck are you?
The legend. No, I'm just kidding. My name's Cade Walsh.
Alright, and how long have you been nerfing Cade Walsh?
I want to say 14 or 15 years, since that's when I got the first Nerf gun. That was, yeah, and then just from there I've been collecting them. Family's been, doing fun little things. We'd go in our backyard, which was really small, and shoot each other, which seemed a lot larger when you're a lot smaller.
Alright, that sounds fun. And how long have you been modding?
I'd say maybe a year and a half, maybe 2 years, like being lenient there, not doing super serious modding, only doing like a little bit here and there, doing some joke mods, making cosmetics, making like this.
And, alright, yeah, you got that out now. What is that? Just tell everyone exactly what that is.
So I bought a really cheap plastic Mauser that was supposed to be 1-to-1 scale from Amazon. It was like $11. And then I realized it didn't fire standard Nerf ammunition. In fact, it would only take like half lengths that were plastic, and it only shot them like maybe 2-3 feet. So I took a jolt and I ripped a jolt apart and actually put a brass tube in between the jolt receiver and the jolt front, so it will actually, and it is a fully inline jolt now.
And the thing is, like, you used the catch from the Mauser on the jolt, right?
Yes. The catch system and all that is actually from the Mauser.
That absolutely baffles me, by the way.
It baffles me too. I'm surprised it works.
Alright, I can see you've got a lot of other stuff on you. Let's go over some of those.
So as far as I run, I am typically the defense guy, so I'm at the very back, which also means reloading is a bit of a pain.
Yeah.
Because typically everyone else who has the magazines are way up in front, and if somebody's rushing you, you can't reload, so I just carry stuff like this, which is just cosmetic modding.
Got your big iron
I
there.
like it, yeah, it's a big iron. This bad boy.
This definitely needs some explaining. Let's go over this for a little bit.
Yes, so what happened was my hammer shot broke a while ago. It would every time I'd prime it back, it wouldn't oscillate.
Okay.
So only the hammer was actually working, but I could tell the plunger was working, because if you loaded a dart in the front, you could fire it, but it wouldn't rotate the cylinders at all. And I went in there and looked at it. It was a bunch of parts that were broken. So I ripped them all apart, took the actual plunger system, put a, I don't know if the camera can see this or not, but I put a Vulcan belt piece on the inside there, directly jammed against where the plunger tube exits, sealed that off so it's got fluent air seal all the way through, and if air's getting out, then good lord. Double springed it with another hammer shot spring. Put some PVC around said barrel so that it wouldn't be damaged or hit. Took some other Nerf parts and put them around the place. Gave it a wireframe handle so you can hold it a little bit easier. And it is now a single shot flare gun.
I love this thing.
I love this
I cannot
thing too.
express to you how much I love this. Alright, so we've gone over all of the stuff that you keep in your jacket. Oh, okay, we have not gone over all of the stuff he keeps in his jacket.
You gotta be prepared, man.
Oh yeah.
And in the event, I always carry a 22 in my pocket, just in the event that one of these runs out, I can slide a dart off the top, load it in, fire it again, or I could just take the whole mag out and put it in another blaster.
Alright. Okay. And, alright, what is up next? What else do you use? Let's go over this this big red hunk of plastic right here.
Okay, so this is a recent addition, much like the Mauser, which I just got done with a little bit ago. This I got is a periscope, which I will be using to see over cover, since I'm a defensive person, or defense, guy at the very far back. So I'd like to see over cover without getting shot. And despite the fact that equipment tag is still a thing, it's a lot lower of a profile than me sticking my whole head out.
For sure.
Because I mean, if you think about it, this is, that versus, that's almost half the size. And you can just peek over, you can peek to the side. It's pretty good. I'm going to be trying to hook this thing to my belt somehow so I can run with it.
It's very comedic, I like it.
That's extremely comedic. It's my favorite part of my loadouts.
Alright, so gone over all the small stuff, and I think it's time we get on to the big boy here. Why don't you
yes.
show everyone that?
This is my baby. This right here is Riptide. It's unmodded except for cosmetically and its front rails.
We'll get to that later. Just talk about the Stampede for now.
So the Stampede itself is entirely stock. It runs on 6D batteries, which are a problem because they get cold. I'm actually thinking about swapping this to a LiPo at some point because that might help out with the cold weather. But 35 dart drum, which I always keep on me with the 22. So that way I've got a pretty decent amount of fire rate, fire power. It's not got a whole lot of range, but that's not really an issue when you're running suppressive fire on defense.
Reload as few times as possible, right?
Exactly. Only take shots when you have to.
Alright, now, we've obviously been avoiding it. Tell us what's up front.
Alright, so up front we have a Chaos Mag, or what was a Chaos Mag. And now the way it operates is you slide each one of these little reloading pipes
Here,
back.
let me grab some darts.
Yes, that would actually be very helpful. I can also grab some from the mag, if that would be helpful. I'll start loading it. Each one of these barrels takes 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3.
Alright.
So now that you have that all loaded, that's a 12 shot canister. There's a button on the very bottom. Or top, rather.
Just so everyone knows, this is how you load the Chaos magazine. It's for you're supposed to put all those chambers down and load rival balls into it, and then you're supposed to release them just to
push it
add
into
the spring tension.
Yeah.
But Cade here has done something completely different with it. All right, give us a firing demo really quick.
When you face it forward and click the release mag, all the springs fire forward, creating in essence a dart shotgun of 12 shots at once.
Yes. And I can tell you from experience that this thing is nearly impossible to dodge.
Only had one person dodge it, and that person...
He's a legend.
He is a legend.
Yeah. Alright. Well, thank you, Cade, for going over your loadout. Now, tell me, is there anything that you would ever change about this?
For this guy especially, I'm definitely considering LiPos just because the D batteries in the back don't like it when it gets cold.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very much a weather-based blaster. It was slowing down at one point when I was firing it. I just swapped to only this. And that would also make it a lot more lightweight, which is something that I'm trying to do with my loadout in the future, is make it, as lightweight as possible. I mean, this thing weighs like less than a pound.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm trying to make it as lightweight as possible because the more lightweight it is, the more blasters you can carry.
That is a good strategy, I would say. All right. Thank you again, Cade.
Of course.
We will see each other on the battlefield.
We will indeed.
And we hope to see you guys at some of our BLT events.
Best of luck out there.